woman that the devil is angry with and is making war with the remnant of her seed who keeps the commandments of God. The remnant is the last part that left. The remnant looks just like the original. The remnant is the part of the church that's walking in the footprints of Jesus, doing exactly what Jesus said, following exactly what Jesus did. The remnant is the church that's obeying the 10 commandments. The remnant is the church that knows that its body is the temple of the living God. The remnant church, the remnant people of God know that they don't eat unclean stuff. They don't drink alcohol. They don't revel in mess and dancehall stuff. The remnant, the remnant, the remnant, the last part of God's faithful church. And he shows him the 17th chapter. And in the 17th chapter, John thought that error was going to overwhelm truth. In the 17th chapter, John saw the overwhelming power of this woman, this apostate religious system in Rome that stretches its hand across the abyss, joining hands with the former Protestants that used to protest against the dogmas of Rome, but now they join hands together. John thought the church wouldn't survive. And so for the third time, he uses the 4 words, and after these things. So in Revelation 18:1, he said, and after these things, after I see Rome stretching its hand across the abyss, after I see kings and popes and priests joining hands together, after I see this city that sits on 7 hills. There's only one city in the whole wide world that sits on 7 hills, and that's the Vatican City. There's only one church in the whole wide world that issues diplomatic credentials so that inside the Vatican City they have ambassadors from almost every country around the world. John said that he sees this woman stretching its false doctrines across the world. John says he sees all of the world wandering after this apostate system. Would God's truth survive? Would God's people survive? From 538 to 1798, the church slaughtered 50 million Christians who wouldn't bow to the teachings of Rome. But God preserved heaven and the earth until we seal the servants of God. And so he comes to the 18th chapter, and the first verse he said, and after these things I saw a mighty angel coming down from heaven, and the earth was lightened with his glory. I thank God it is the light of truth that brings the sealing message. It is the light of truth, the everlasting gospel, that brings light and understanding, that even though you are messed up and you hear only one word, it's enough. But I got to tell you something else. There is in the 18th chapter an intimate voice. It comes in the 4th verse. Come out of her, my people. God is saying, listen, I'm in the sealing business. I'm going to shake up the world. I'm going to shake up the world. But even in the shaking, I've got some sheep scattered across. They're not bad people. They just need to see the light. They're not bad people. He called them my people. But hear me carefully. Though he calls you my people, if you remain resisting his voice, he will do to you as he did to Jerusalem.